Welcome to the training video of rolling sales and how it affects purchase orders. Rolling sales is a new feature within FusionPOS that makes tracking the sales you've had on a daily basis a lot easier to plan your purchasing. It's accessed in a couple of places, but first I'll talk about the easiest place to access it, and that is through customer orders. So first we'll log in. Click under Suppliers tab and then under Customer Orders. If you look at your list of customer orders that need to be actioned, you can consolidate quite easily the items you need for the customer and also requests for stock and of course the new rolling sales. So I'll click on Shepherd's Cycles Australia parts on this account, and right now it's showing me a list of items that need to be ordered or are overdue from Shepherd's. But the one I'm interested in right now is the rolling sales, which is a new tab just after new order. So I'm going to click on that, and this will preload the same page that you're used to seeing from a new order from the new order tab once you set the fields, or the same screen that you would see if you are generating a new purchase order. The difference being is this will show all items sold since the first of the month. Now, if you decide to order any of these items, it will remove it from this list. However, if one of those items is then sold again at a later time, either later today or sometime in the future, it will reappear on the list with that quantity that has since been sold. Now, if I click on this 120mm dry loop, it shows me the standard screen information that you're used to seeing. So it can show me what my stock on hand is and what my turn on that stock is currently going from the last 12 months sales. It shows me what I've already got on order and how many it recommends to order. So if I was to order this now, because I am coming at it from the customer order software, I can add it straight to the customer order cart if I wish. The other option is I could just save it and it'll turn it green for me to come back to at a later date. You'll see it's automatically stepped through to the next SKU on the list, and I may decide that I am not going to order it because I've got 15 in stock or for whatever reason. So I'm going to delete it from the list. Again, it steps through to the next one. So, and so on through the list as you're used to seeing from the purchase order screen. If I wish to go back to the list, I'll hit the close button. And from this list, I could leave this and come back to it tomorrow and it'll still have saved the information I got. So if I decide I'm not going to do this today, but I did want to look at my sales, I can just save them and then come back to them when I do have enough items to justify the freight costs or for whatever reason that you may or may not want to order right now. If you wish to order the items you have saved, we've got a button here that says green to cart. So by clicking that, it removes them from the from the rolling sales, and right now it is in the cart for customer orders. So I click on the cart, there are the items there. Let's close that and go back. Now if I have items that I have saved for me to order, not right now but at a later date, so the line is green. If one of those items is sold before I actually place the order for them, the line will go yellow. So that means that since I saved it, the game has changed. Another sale has come into the equation. So it requires me to go in, have a look at it and adjust it accordingly. So it's pretty straightforward. Now, if you wish to not look at items in this list and say, I'm not really that interested in ordering these, because you can see right now there are 137 unique SKUs from this supplier, I can just delete them off the list. And now they won't reappear on this list until one of them is sold again. I believe that you should look at this list regularly, preferably daily, and you can then decide on what you want to do with it. In this case, you've got 3 in stock. You've actually got 3 on order that if I click on this are due 9th of the 2nd. They are overdue, hence it being red here. So that means I don't really need to know about this because I will have stock come through to fulfill this. So I'm going to delete this off the list. And so on. So let me close this. Again, it'll automatically start stepping through. So this is a great way for you to decide whether or not you do want to refill the stock you've sold, and it'll also give you at a glance a bit of a look onto where the state of play is on what SKUs are selling and what aren't. So like all customer orders from this, like all purchase orders generated from the customer orders, you can view the cart for the items that are in it, enter your contact on who you spoke to, decide whether or not you want the cost on the purchase order, put in when you expect the goods to arrive, select all the items you want to go in this particular purchase order that you're sending forward, and click orders. And the system will generate the purchase order. Let's cancel this because I don't. Now, if I was to email this forward through to the relevant sales desk or the rep, it would then go through to them. In this case, I selected a CSV file to be sent through. So the cart's now clear, hence it's empty, and I can return back to the customer order list of other other suppliers that need addressing. There is another way you can access rolling sales, and that is, I'll hit the star button, suppliers tab, new purchase order, and there's a new tab after resume called auto generated. Under here you will see the rolling sales automatically generated purchase order. You'll also see if there's any catalog purchase order auto generated, such as a gear up from Shepherd's, for example. Now, if you wish to do all suppliers, which it is set at by default, not just one supplier as we looked at in the customer orders, you can do so. So if I click the edit button, it will show. I'll give it a moment to load. So there's actually 459 SKUs. From here, we only have 200 SKUs per page. So right now you can see it's across multiple pages, 1 to 200 or 459. So this is page 1 of 3. So you can do them one supplier at a time, or you can do them all the time if you wish to delete a line or delete a whole supplier so that you don't want to know about it until next time it comes up. You can do so. So this same rolling list is the list you will see when you access this rolling list from within customer orders. So if I remove something from under supplier BBB/Camback, it will also be removed when I see it from the rolling sales under BBB/Camback in the customer order system. And from here it is treated exactly the same as what we just went through. So under bike sports, for example, this spoke, I'll click on it, opens it up, it asks me how many I want. I've actually got a negative on the SKU, so this actually needs addressing. But if I was to order one of them, I'd hit save. There it is there. It automatically steps through to the next one. I'm just going to close that. So I've got it saved. Now I can just, from here, close it, come back to it later. I'll just demonstrate that. Hit the star button, suppliers, new purchase order. I'll click on auto generated and edit it. Wait for it to load. And if I come down to bike sports, you can see the ones I've already addressed. Okay, so from here it's completely up to you how you manage it from here. You can generate orders, and it'll only include the items that have been saved of that supplier. Okay, so 2 lines from Bike Sports and 1 from Shepherd's. This is one I actually played with earlier. You didn't actually see it in the video, sorry. And you can send them off as required to the various suppliers. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate in contacting the FusionPOS staff to discuss this one-on-one if necessary, and how it can assist you in your generating purchase orders and keeping track of sales moving forward for refill stock. Thanks for watching.